Welcome to Sage Sisters. We are sisters, besties, moms, and co-founders having a fun catch-up on parenting and life. Welcome back. I'm Ann.
And I'm Kate. Hi, Ann.
How's it going today?
Going good. Happy to be podding.
I know,
nice little break in the day.
My kids are at camp. We had summer camp start yesterday. And boy, I mean, we are talking, they were out of school last Thursday. So I'm on day, 5? And I am like, camp me.
Camp me, bro.
Camp me. I need them to go somewhere for a few hours so I can regroup.
Maybe it's just beginning of summer energy. That's a little extra. Is that what we're going to go with? That's what we're going to tell ourselves to make this
they are
palatable.
So just crazy right now. They're so high energy. And here's the thing is I really prefer that they wake up with a lot of energy and excited for the day. Like that is like a sign of a happy kid to me. Like they're happy. They're just too much. And it's too much when we're not ready for it. And even Phil under his breath today cooking was like, 3 kids is too much. And I was like, don't say that. Like, we're blessed, but also like, yeah, let's figure out a way to not go insane with them
You're
around.
Still in the thick of it. Like I said, until the baby is like 5 or 6, at least 4.
Yeah.
It's just the energy level's bananas.
They're just,
plus you added some dogs. It's like you made some choices, but
they're all going off at the same time too now. It's not just like one. It's like Ace will not stop talking. I love it, but he does not stop talking. He repeated 8 million times he wanted to talk about the snacks he was going to get at camp today with his dollars. He had $3 to spend for snacks. He repeated the same, should I get this? Should I get that? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? It's like, you just want to be like, I don't care. I don't care.
I'm laughing because you repeat a lot.
It's fair. It's fair.
Like sometimes when I get a tick and you're kind of like, what's going on? Why is your tone bad? I'm like, you're literally saying the same thing 3 times.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I do it, but it's just.
And our mom does that too. It's like, you came by it very honestly.
Yes. Well, sometimes I'd feel that you're not listening, so I like to repeat it. At least I'm responding to Ace.
I don't know how to make it more clear. I'm making eye contact. I'm nodding. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like a bitch because on the 3rd time I go, got it. Like
I think sometimes though you're not giving me the response I want maybe. So it's like if I just try again.
What response would do?
I don't know. Anything that gives me joy.
Maybe more compliments. I'll get a compliment in there to let you know I've heard it the first time.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Trying to move at a clip here. Got a few things going on, but feel free to tell me that again.
Well, regardless if he comes by it honestly or not, it's a lot in the morning before coffee. And then Lily's going off and it's hilarious. But I was on the phone this morning with my best friend from college who has 2 itty bitties. She has like a 4-month-old and a like Lily's age, like 3, almost 3.
I mean, that's the thick of it.
She couldn't, like, poor thing was on the call trying to just simply, we're making plans for this weekend. And she was just simply trying to get a couple sentences out and she couldn't. And so I was kind of like, I'm a little further along than that.
Totally.
I
know. It's all relative, baby. It's all relative.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into it. What's your high?
My high this week is I mentioned this on the pod 2 weeks ago, that we are doing a house project where we're painting the outside of our house. So it's going to be like an actual fun project where you can see a difference in your house and not just like replacing an air conditioner or something.
It's huge.
Yeah. But I finally got approval with the HOA. And so this was kind of like a high-low combination, which is dealing with HOAs. Anybody out there who has a neighborhood that has an HOA, it is a positive because like our neighbors can't have a bunch of gnomes in their yard, right? Like you can't have somebody.
Don't hate on the gnomes.
Master gnomes. I like any other gnomes. Get them out of here.
Totally.
But you know what I mean? It's just
I'm anti-gnome. I'll just say it.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I think gnomes are even the sign of swinging too. I don't know if I'm just watching too much Mormon Wives, but I'm pretty sure that if you have a gnome in your yard.
Upside down pineapple. Is it a gnome also?
I think it's both. I heard
What
both.
about a silly goose? What does that say about you?
No silly gooses in that. I think that's just you're making weird life choices in general.
My friend from high school and I always used to stop and take pictures when we saw a dressed up goose on a porch.
How many times did that happen? Is that a thing?
In Indiana? A lot. That was the whole thing.
Okay, I have some questions real fast. A dressed up goose. So you're saying they have a goose statue and then they've dressed it up?
Uh-huh.
Numerous of these?
Yeah. You haven't seen this?
No. I
Are you
haven't seen
kidding
that.
me?
I
Drive in
remember
Indiana
you
with your
and
eyes open and there'll be geese with outfits.
Laura going like silly goose or whatever, like joking. I just didn't know you actually like stopped by to see silly gooses in a yard.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
shook.
that's the whole thing.
I didn't know. I was on the out. I didn't know the inside joke.
Okay, well now you do.
Well, anyways, I hate having to ask somebody for approval on my own house. Nothing's
I
more
agree.
annoying. Nothing's more
Also, the
annoying.
HOA attracts a very specific type of person.
Yeah, Karens.
Total Karens.
Yeah,
It's like you have nothing better to do than nitpick your neighbors and you love it. It's like
yeah.
people that love being on the HOA, love getting on next door and reporting about, the most mundane of shit happening. It's like,
I saw the funniest. Oh, well, that's too strong. A funny, not the
mm-hmm,
funniest, but a
mm-hmm,
funny reel with somebody I follow called Jane. She's pretty
mm-hmm.
funny. She can be annoying sometimes, but I think overall her content's funny. And she pairs up with one of her friends, Trey something, who's a comedian, and they did a Karen meeting Karen.
Uh-huh.
And so they went out, like it was like a clip of him dressed like in a Karen wig. And he
Okay.
was yelling at somebody in the yard, but then she was already there yelling at somebody in their own yard. And then they like look at each other and they're like, Karen meets Karen. And then they like buddy up and they're like going after each other. And anyways, it's just so funny. I'll maybe link it because I just
Okay.
died laughing. And at the end, it was like they went against each other again and it made
Mm-hmm.
me roll. But yes, I was up against potential Karens that you don't know because the person that's the face is nice and they get the email and they're like, oh, we're going to get votes. And so I don't know who these
Mm-hmm.
votes are going to. And I'm like, I know they just don't want you to paint your house like a ridiculous color and like
And
yellow or
everybody
something.
is on the team of like increased property values. Like,
Yes.
let's work together so there's no,
Yes.
eyesores that cause us to lose property value. I get it. There's a
Right.
role for that. I'm just glad I don't have to be part of it.
I know. Well, in each day that went by that I didn't get that email, like I started to be like, should I email again? Should I email again? Should I
I
check
hate
in
that mental
again?
headspace. Uh-huh.
Anyways, we're past it now. That was great. So that's one high. And then my other high, which is pretty darn cute, is Lola passed the swim test. Did I say this to you yet?
I don't think on the pod, but I
Okay.
knew it. And I saw the little video you posted on the shared album and I was I'm so happy for her. I'm so
Well,
proud of her.
we just did a podcast on getting your kids to believe in themselves
Yeah.
and just to motivate them. And I mentioned numerous times that like her finding an interest we're still working on. And she's really liking swim, but she could not believe in herself to get from the end of like the Olympic size pool to the other side without touching
Yeah.
the side.
That's scary.
And you have to do it at our gym Lifetime in order to do the outside fun slides. And so there was
Mm-hmm.
some motivation behind it. But long story short, she finally did it. And the look on her face, the like proud moment, inside you could tell she was proud of herself. The like way she carried herself afterwards to go down the slide for a while, like it was
Mm-hmm.
just, it's what you want as a parent. It just melted my heart. It was so dang cute.
She's the sweetest.
Yeah,
Incredible.
yeah, so that
Good
was a
job,
big
Lo.
high.
Good job, Lo.
Yeah, good job. Not a low for low today.
Ooh, I see you working.
Nailed it. What's your high?
I just came from Grace's school play.
Oh,
And yes, May is nuts, but like I was just in the back, like with a lump in my throat. I was like trying not to cry at what is supposed to be a comedic performance. But it's so cute to like see them grow and develop. And like, really, she hadn't told me much about it. She wanted to like keep it a secret, but she played Mama Bear and they did this play called Character Matters, which is probably felt like something that a lot of schools do, but very cute. And I don't know. They've memorized maybe 12 songs. They executed some jokes. They each had their parts.
Did she have like a solo talking part or singing or anything?
Yep. Solo talking part, which she did well. It just, the whole thing was just a sweet mom moment where you go, we're doing okay. They're good. Yeah. Look how sweet they all are.
Totally.
Look at this great group of kids. It was one of those.
And like Grace and Ace are at this age where they're still young. But in moments at the programs, you really see how young they are, because they're starting to act older compared to your other kids.
Yeah.
It's just so sweet to see that. I can't wait did you post it on the shared album yet? Because I can't wait to see it.
I haven't yet, but the other thing is her class is a mix of second grade and third grade, and
Hmm.
the third graders all seemed like so much older than the second graders, and it kind of got me excited because I'm like, oh gosh, the development doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Like, and it kind of gave me a glimpse into like what the next year will hold for us. And I don't know, I was just like in my feels and feeling like very warm and fuzzy.
Not to get off on a huge tangent here, but I think this second grade to third
When
grade,
has that stopped us?
yeah, exactly. Good point. I think the second grade to third grade transition is interesting and like a little bit like, to your point, excited, but I'm a little like nervous for it. Not in that they're not going to do well, but like third grade for us, at least in Tennessee, they do
Mm-hmm.
testing in second grade in school, but then in third grade, it like counts in quotations, whatever
Yeah.
that means. But like, it just feels like there's more serious things and like they have to be just more serious a lot.
Well,
And
and I feel
I
like
I
the
don't know, I'm
competitive
kind of like,
sports start a
oh,
lot more in
yes,
third.
yes. It's just all the things that make it feel like, oh no, they're just 8, they're just 7, they're just 8. Now it's like, oh, there's a lot of 9-year-olds, and that becomes, it's just slightly different. I don't know. I'm kind of like anxious about it a little bit.
Well, and I've heard from a lot of my mom friends that have older ones, it's like 9-ish is when the girls kind of get tweeny.
Hmm.
I still am holding on to that might not be our reality. And I'm not going to like, everyone tries to scare you about things. And I think it's just because it's like trauma bonding and like easy to talk about, like, oh gosh,
Yeah.
whatever. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm going to hold on. I think we can make it through without her being a nightmare,
Yeah.
but we'll see. Maybe not. And maybe it's coming our way. And, but I hear a lot of that start
Hmm.
basically at that
Hmm.
age. So I'm like, okay, well, let's see what's coming.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. I think with
And
every
last
stage
night
of life, it will be exciting, but it's also a little like, oh no.
and
Yeah.
there might be signs like she was upset about something last night and I gave her a big hug and like tried to make her laugh. And she looked at me, she goes, "You're not as funny as you think you are." I was like, okay.
The kids say the darndest things, like, like that show, like just when it's absolutely brutal, I say to myself, in that sweet little, oh, well,
Mm-hmm.
kids say the darndest things. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
no, that was cutthroat, that was brutal, but I
That
like to
was tough.
repeat, it's just
Yeah.
the darndest things they say.
At which point Grace would look at you and say, "You're not as funny as you think you are."
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no one that humbles me more than like
Your
our,
daughter.
well, yes, my daughter, and
Daughters know.
will only
Daughters
continue
know.
to get more. But I was actually thinking our, tween nieces. No one makes you feel more humbled
Well,
than
they're practically our daughters in my mind.
100%. So like,
We're like so close that they will like be savage.
yes. So they humble me. I always think I'm a good cook until I cook for them. Nope. Grace
Yeah.
will humble me as she gets older. Lola will humble you.
100%.
Lola
Oh yeah.
is already humbling Uncle Ryan all the time. She has held on to the shtick that she won't hug Uncle Ryan for like 3 years. She gives a
Mm-hmm.
side eye, and it's not. I don't know why she got a reaction and now she won't stop.
Totally.
Anyways, oh, too funny.
She's a piece of work.
Yeah.
She
Anyways.
needs, I was thinking of her today during this play. I'm like, I just feel like Lola needs to be on the stage.
Yeah. I'm so excited. There is this cute little coffee shop we go to all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a girl there that works and she like passes out cards, but she does singer-songwriter lessons.
Okay.
And it's just, I think, our intro into it where I can start her a little younger than normal because she's just
Cute.
writing. She's writing, but like to do a song, she doesn't know how to spell all the words yet. So that's why I say she's a little early. But I think we might just
So
start
cute.
her because I think she just really will like that whole side of things.
100%. I can't wait to see like how she evolves, but just the personality is like such a boss and such a she has really good like nuance of like people and she knows how to perform. She really does. She knows how to
Yeah.
perform. And you guys are in the great spot. Nashville's such a performer's
Totally.
city, so she'll have a lot of opportunities.
Oh, our neighbor has a son who has a band, and for a while in their early like high school years, we would just like listen to them outside or whatever.
Mhm.
Now they're playing like actual venues where we get to go like watch them, and they're legit. It's like so
Love
cute.
it.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
Yeah. Anyways.
All right, what's your low?
Okay, my low is I try to be outdoorsy. I've said this a few times. Bugs is my low.
Yeah.
Phil, I love to grill out. Grilling out is like my favorite thing of summer. It just like you get to make good food. It seems healthier. Like
I have
it's
one
just,
caveat on that. I like
okay.
to eat grilled food.
Oh yeah,
but
you
I
don't
want
like to grill. Well,
No.
part of the reason I like it is Phil likes to grill. So I do the inside sides and he does the
Mhm.
grill. So that also helps.
Yeah.
Anyways, he also loves to eat outside.
Mhm.
Nothing drives me more
Well, al
nuts.
fresco. Did I say that right?
Uh, Probably not.
Not again.
Flies.
Mm.
Flies are my low. We were trying to eat outside and I was trying to be all cute. And it's just like it starts with one little swipe and then it's like 5 swipes. And then it's like, I
Is
hate
he
this.
not even happy on your screened-in porch? Because that feels like the right answer.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to transition him in there. But he's like, we have this table outside. Like
Okay.
he wants to be even more outdoors than the screen porch. So I think
Mhm.
we're gonna have to come to a compromise. But I tell you what, I can't do it. I try to be chill.
One
It's a lot.
fly solution that I think is hilarious is we have this assault rifle, and salt is like that's what it's actually called, assault rifle.
Yeah.
And you blast flies with salt.
Yeah.
Do you have this?
I'm pretty sure this is one of Phil's clients and we introduced you to it.
Oh, maybe
I
so.
think
I'll
so.
give you credit because I don't remember where I got it. This
Yeah.
thing is so fun. I feel like Laura Croft. I am happy to take down flies with the assault rifle. It's so
It is awesome.
satisfying to like blast them from their little perch.
It
And it truly looks insane.
it is insane. And it is so fun. And it's a little alarming though, because you almost have to like cock it, like and then shoot them. It's a little like a
We had one originally that came in like a black, and I'm like, absolutely not. This looks
Yeah.
like a real weapon.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
new
yeah.
one is bright yellow, so I'm
Uh-huh.
fine with it.
It works.
That was a good
though.
product update though, because I was like, this is like actually looks like a
Yeah.
automatic weapon.
Yeah. No, it works. It's way better than like a fly swatter or even a zapper. Like it really
Mhm.
works.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I
we
also
have-
like killing them from a distance, I've learned.
Yeah, agreed. I don't
I
want to
don't
be
want
too
to
close.
have to like have a squish moment. I want to just
How humane of you.
But outside it is tricky, and you were in California where there's no bugs, and then you moved back. So
Yeah.
this is a little bit on you, I think.
I know. And like even like my strawberry bush I have inside the, I've mentioned this.
No, the bugs are getting it.
No, the bugs aren't really getting it, but it has like this little fungus I'm researching and now I'm figuring out how to deal with it because it's humid and like I'm doing all the things. It's just like, why is outside so hard? I just want fresh strawberries. I just want to be an
I'm
outdoorsy
literally
person.
picturing Phil rolling his eyes going, creature, comfort creature.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
You know what? I guess I am. I like my comfort, but
Know thyself. Know thyself.
Exactly. What's your low this week?
Oh, because we're in the parenting space, people like send me articles all the time, but maybe a dozen people sent me this article yesterday that like a new report came out on the mental health of mothers.
Oh, I
And
sent it to you twice.
said-
Speaking of repeating, I accidentally sent it to you twice.
So I read this article and it was just
Mhm.
depressing. So I think the headline was like 64% of moms have experienced a substantial decline in the last couple of years in their mental health.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, dads, not so much. Maybe not a good segue into our Father's Day.
Yeah. Well, you haven't even
segment
teed up
today.
the topic.
Oh,
so-
yeah. Okay. But I was just feeling like, sometimes the news can get you, but it's
Mhm.
like, man, I feel like in America, we are not setting women up for success
Yeah.
on a bunch of dimensions that like is a topic for another day.
Mhm.
But there was one other thing that maybe could be a topic at some point, which was like one of the factors is like this push for gentle parenting. 54% of them said it makes them feel like a failure.
Yeah. Oh, I totally agree with that.
I do too. It resonated.
Yeah.
I was just like the minority and lower socioeconomic pockets fared even worse.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like just reading the news about a couple changes that are coming in terms of cuts. And I'm just like, oh gosh, this country just like is not setting parents up for success. And like, we are just feeling it right now.
I sent it to you because I thought it could be a topic for another day, like an actual like whole segment on it. Because the reason it was a little depressing was because it resonated. Like
100%.
And it was like, I do see that. I do hear that. Even talking to my own friends, like in real life, not just seeing it on social media or something. everybody is struggling with different things. And a lot of it is around the pressures. A lot of it is around, yes, we're not getting set up for success. Like, it's hard to have a job and be a mom. It's hard not to have guilt on either side. Like, all the things go into it. But it was one of those, like, stop in your tracks moments when I read even the title. And I was like, I mean, it tracks. It tracks. That study is like not surprising.
So I'd love for us to just think about like how Sage Sisters podcast can be like a support for parents in the thick of it, and like more upbeat and like less depressing, but also like not burying our head in the sand on like some of the realities that people are facing. But like, woof, that one got me yesterday, and I like had a moment.
Well, I think that's why we started this, right? Is to talk realistically about parenting and just make it a place where it's like, yeah, we can laugh at ourselves, or we could also cry. Like, it's just like having like an easier look and normalize the pain. Yes, like, you're not alone. We're all feeling it. You're not a failure. You're
like
just
every other
like having
top
a low.
Parenting podcast. I said top, like we're in that. We're not yet. Share with your friends. But it is all advice. It's all a psychologist telling you how to gentle parent, or how to not yell at your kids, or how to It's like, it does feel like a stack of pressure.
Yeah.
You know,
I glaze over at that stuff now. Like, I just like don't need to hear all of it, because it already makes me feel like a failure just hearing about like, oh, you're doing it wrong, or this is not. Like, it's like, I'm struggling over here to like get through the summer, and I love my kids so much, and I actually feel like I have support to the nth degree with my husband, my village, like the things that I have the kids involved in, like my ability to be able to put them in a camp, like all of these things, and it's still a struggle. Like, so like, it's just, it's just like, it's not easy, and normalizing that and talking about it, but not preaching to people like they're doing it wrong is just like,
and also not depressing them. Like, how do we stay positive? How do we like be an outlet?
So let's get off of this. Let's spin this topic. Let's move on.
Well, it was my low, but we'll move on.
Made sense. Yeah.
But, okay. All right. I did forget to tee up the topic, and I'm actually quite excited because we have Father's Day coming up. And we have a text thread with our husbands. And every time we do a podcast, you know, something hits that text thread, a rebuttal, if you will, or like a comment, or which one, how cute that they listen and support us. We're so lucky in a million ways.
I love it.
But I thought we could give them the floor. So we are going to record a separate segment with my husband, Chris, and your husband, Phil. We'll give them the mic to have a conversation on all the things. Fatherhood, being married to us, things they need to get off their chest that we've roasted them on this pod. So I feel like it'll be a fun one. So I'm very, very excited to bring on Chris and Phil. So without further ado, here's the segment.
When he's not making an appearance on the Sage Sisters pod, you can find him mowing the lawn in a tank top, lifting weights and talking about protein, boring the shit out of me with budget talks. My better half, a real positive Peter over there, Mr. Phil Pizzuti. Welcome to the pod.
Woo! Welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Good to see you, Phyllis.
Likewise.
And now, coming in at 6'8", the Big Easy, Durkee, the Moose, world's slowest dad, human jungle gym, do what feels good, Chris Dirksen. Woo!
Good start here. All right. Good to be here.
So we have now recorded 32 episodes of Sage Sisters.
Yep.
You two are commonly mentioned. Up until now, we haven't been brave enough to get you on here in your own voice, but the time is here. So, gentlemen, what do you need to get off your chest and correct the record on?
Phil, you want to kick us off?
Sure. So it didn't actually take me very long to figure out where I need to go with this one, and I didn't realize that it was episode 1, so I've been wearing this one for a while. With my fantasy football, I think it was just a drastic exaggeration of my mock drafting. Now, I will wear that I do, in fact, do mock drafts. However, I don't recall a single moment where it's interrupted dinner. That's what I'm going to stand on. That it has never been a delay of dinner. When we lay in bed, Anne's watching The Housewives. Will I mock draft? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And does she benefit from my, extensive knowledge? Absolutely. So, but again,
fair.
it's I will maintain that it's never interrupted dinner.
One would say 8 drafts is too many, and then the mock drafts on top of the 8 drafts is way too many. Some would say. I don't know who those individuals would be.
Not you, but someone would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yes.
The record's cleared.
The record's clear. You know what?
Right.
This is your rebuttal. It's not mine.
Thank
so
you.
I will let that lie. Okay.
Yeah. We're mature enough to let you guys say what needs to be said. Chris, you got anything you got to clear?
Yeah. So I have listened to every episode, and
thanks for your support.
Yeah, there is some exaggeration, kind of to Phil's point. I'm thinking back to an episode where you described an illness that I had.
I remember this one clearly.
And it was wildly exaggerated how long I was laid up for. So I think you said something like 5 days or something like that. And
felt like
I remember the timeline because I was really sick. And I went down on a Thursday night in the middle of the night, out for the count on all day Friday, out for the count most of the day Saturday. So now we're looking at, about 2 days.
Okay.
And I remember that Sunday, I still felt terrible, for the record. I felt awful. I went to the grocery store. Oh. I did shopping for the entire family that day on day 3. I meal prepped in the afternoon. Wow. I made a batch of buttered chicken in the crock pot. That sounded terrible to me because I was still sick.
Yeah, you can't even smell it.
But you sure liked it, Kate. It was good. And we had a fridge full of groceries. So anyway, not like I've been holding on to that for
no.
Yeah, no. Doesn't sound like it.
But
sometimes a weekend can feel longer, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But also going back to you just in the kitchen prep, I have seen this from the outside looking in. And I have been to your house where I've asked Kate for a simple utensil that she should know where it is. And she had to ask you where it was. Yeah. You are kind of the kitchen guy over there. You do most of the cooking and probably prep.
Well, what I am is kind of the glue that holds this family together. But I don't want to overstate my role.
Yeah, no, that's a better way of saying it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, it hasn't been all bad. You guys, there might have been a drag or two, a little bus toss. Boop,
and you have to. There's something exaggerating for effect. It's part of this. It's part of this thing. I understand. But I would say there's a majority of things are truths that you say.
Well, and you guys have gotten some very good compliments.
Yes,
I believe I have complimented your cooking a time or two, and where I have been compared to Maya Rudolph, I have compared you to Hayden Christensen, which is much more favorable.
Yeah, we got Bradley Cooper. That's where we should have added that into the intro. I totally forgot.
Definitely.
Hayden Christensen and Bradley Cooper also join us today on the pod.
Or maybe speaking of exaggeration.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, well, it is tough, as we like to say, to be married to such popular comedians. So,
exactly.
it
can't be easy.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, that does lead us into the next question, which is not for everyone, but we would like to take this time to see if there's anything you guys would like to share about being married to us on the positive. Like, what's something positive or amazing about being married to us?
Gosh, how many can I choose?
We don't have a stop correct today.
Yeah, that's the correct answer, right? That's no, I think it's an incredible amount of work to keep the household in line. And you guys have even joked about this, and for all of the exaggeration, I think that or just again the fun that you have on the pod, I do commend the honesty with Anne's. I won't say an OCD, but her propensity of being, overly detail oriented at times. But
It's
it
a
works
spectrum.
really,
It's a
really well.
spectrum.
I mean, it is, but it's something I realize that I don't have that. So that is an incredible quality, and it's really, really helpful. Um, that's just one that stands out. But certainly it's there's never a dull moment in the Pizzuti household with Anne.
Well, I do appreciate that you can put up with it. That's
It's taken time.
Yeah.
Wasn't
overnight. Wasn't overnight.
Well, I'm sure as my sports fandom has taken some time to land or settle, but yeah, it's taken some time, but it's huge.
Well, thanks for saying that.
Now, this is an honest to goodness question, Phyllis, but sometimes she'll call me and she'll be like, Phil can't take anymore. I've got to come to you now and talk about the thing on repeat that I'm still repeating. But
Yeah.
how are you surviving over there with her repeating and her lists?
I will go mow the lawn.
And there we have it.
Yeah, the intro was right.
Yeah.
You know when to get out of Dodge. I come by it honestly. Our mom does it, but I like to repeat and talk about the plan and then repeat and talk about the plan.
Well, we have to have a plan for the plan, and then we have to plan for the plan's plan.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
We won't talk about last night. I mean, with this, we couldn't make a decision on the paints until, we had talked about it, we planned for it, but there was a moment of panic.
I might have lost sleep. I might have woken Phil up at 4 a.m. to just see if we should get the light. What does the exterior paint look like at 4 a.m.? We don't know. Should we go out there and look? Maybe it's different.
Under moonlight, yeah.
Very important.
All right. What about you, Chris?
You? Yeah. What's amazing about being married to me?
I was saying that I was joking about being the glue that holds the family together, because there's a lot of that's a big Kate role. I'll say that our household is full of love and chaos, and the kids need Kate for everything. I mean, I could be standing right next to them, and they need to find something, and they'll yell across the house for Kate, for mom. And it's really endearing, actually. It's probably annoying for her, but it's the gravity of her role as mother could not be more real. Yeah, and I think that she's also very positive and way more positive than I am. In the middle of chaos, she's overbooked. She's oversubscribed, but manages it all so well, and is always looking to have fun, like as a family or as a couple, and kind of focusing and emphasizing that things still need to be fun. And I appreciate that. It balances me out quite a bit. So I
love that.
We got a good thing going here, Kate.
I think so.
Yeah.
Little positive Peter's rubbing off on you over there.
I know.
I got to get you on the pod more often.
Well, and we talk about this a lot, but it's cool seeing my best friend and sister marry somebody that Phil and I truly love. Like you and Phil talk, I won't say more than Kate and I, because that would be absurd, but like you talk a lot. You guys have a relationship. But to see her with somebody that's perfect for her match, like she plans too much in a day. She tries to make a bigger plan than is necessary. You kind of slow her down, and we joke about you being slow, but that truly is what makes it work over there, because you need to kind of be her balance. And I love seeing it from my side. So my perspective.
Well, thank you for that. That's high praise. And yeah, Phil and I have some good text going on the side, and I would love to juxtapose the subject matter of our text with yours. It's just wildly.
Aren't you guys planning for the plan's plan?
It's so right. It's so much sports betting and just inappropriate stuff. And it's probably I think it's way more fun than your text. I like our text better.
Yeah,
I would say ours
100%.
definitely wins.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I'm just
I want to
appreciative
give
that I can call you.
I want to give one more snapshot of being married to Kate, and it includes at least once a month going outside or coming home, and her car's in the driveway, garage doors open, and then all 4 of her passenger doors are open. She's been at home for an hour and a half. It's and a lot of like, where's my phone? Where's my keys? And I learned a long time ago, she doesn't have time to sweat the small stuff. It's
That's a good way of saying it.
That is a great way of saying it. That's perfect.
Including shutting doors. He gets so annoyed. He comes and goes, they're all open. Everything's open. Like,
Not
well, I had
detail-oriented.
5 things to carry in, and I thought the kids would shut their own doors.
Yeah.
He's like, why's yours open? I go, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That one.
Thought they would do it for me. Not detail-oriented with personal stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's tough. As they say, tough but fair. Tough but fair.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's Father's Day coming up, which is why we wanted to have you guys on the pod. And, we just appreciate having partners who are so supportive with the kids. You guys do so much. So we thought it would be cute to kind of give you some questions to talk about fatherhood and being a dad. And I thought the first one is just maybe, what's your proudest moment that you can think of being a father? Any story or moment in time? Would love to start there.
Sure. Chris, you want to kick this one off, or?
Sure. Yeah. Well, we are coming off of like kind of an awesome weekend here. I'm thinking of it in terms of my son Calvin, who's really I won't air out all the laundry, but he's been battling some real anxiety for I think about at least the last 8 months or so. And it kind of shows its face in different ways. A lot of times, Sunday night, Monday morning are just brutal. And, you could tell he's just in like some real like emotional pain. And it's generalized anxiety. And then it's also, he works himself up about just, seemingly little things. And, his idea of a nightmare is just being on a stage, or like not even that, just having more than one person looking at him. He just doesn't want any attention. And
sweet guy.
Yeah, it's really sweet. And Kate and I have been kind of working through this in a lot of different ways. I'm not like a huge fan of the idea of child psychologists, but we found this woman who just kind of specializes in this kind of thing, and she doesn't ask you to commit to a bunch of sessions. It's just kind of ad hoc as needed. And she gave us some tools to work with. So anyway, to make a long story shorter, Calvin is on the swim team, and he would not agree to swim in a swim meet. And I was going to blows with him about it. And anyway, it came down to a couple nights before the swim meet. Everything was on the table. His first swim meet, I wanted him to do it. I didn't care if he was going to be good. I just wanted him to kind of do something that was a little hard for him. And that's just kind of, what life is. It's just kind of doing things that are going to make you uncomfortable. If you gotta tackle those things, and swimming was one of them. So I pulled out all the stops, and I'm not super proud of this, but I just said, Calvin, I'll give you $50 if you swim the first race, which is freestyle, and you're really good at it. I've seen you. I'll give you $50, and you can buy that. And
this was unilateral. I like to be real clear. Yeah. I had been telling him, you don't have to do meets, baby. Just do practice. We care that you're a safe swimmer. You know, what a cool skill. You don't need to do meets, though. It's fine. It's fine. And then Chris unilaterally is like, 50 bones.
That little extra push.
And then so he still was saying no, which indicated to me that this was like a real fear for him. And then I said, how about 100 if you swim all 3 events? And just this one time, I'm not going to pay you $100 a meet. That's absurd. I'm just saying. I had a feeling that if he ripped that Band-Aid off, this was no longer going to be an issue. Like so many other things in his life that I've seen him just rip the Band-Aid off and then it's all good. Like riding his bike, I think Kate, you talked about that on a previous episode. But fast forward to this swim meet, and he jumped in and did that 25 freestyle, and he did great. And Kate was just a ball of like happy tears.
Oh my God, I was ugly crying. People were like
weeping.
They didn't know if I was crying because of the performance. Like they didn't have any context for me like losing my mind.
Right. He could be coming in dead last. You're weeping.
They were just he was in the 3rd heat. He did fine, but like
it really wasn't about the swimming,
Yeah, of course.
There was so much backstory to this. It was just like a symbol, and
without the backstory, I looked insane.
Yeah.
That's either here nor there. I love that. So he was able to swim and overcome it because you guys really kind of talked him through it.
Well, truthfully, and this is like why I, honest to goodness, feel like the dad and the mom role is like both so critical. But like I was just like I thought what would work was no pressure. You'll do it when you're goddamn good already, and like it's okay. But Chris just like having this. Honestly, there's no way I would have authorized $100 bribe for a 6-year-old.
Listen, I'm a terrible swimmer. I'm considering doing the swim meet for
I would never have gone for that. But literally the night before, he gets himself into a tizzy, and I expected him to still say no, but he came in and he goes, 25 yards for $50. He like reiterated it. He goes, I'll do it. And I was like, the bribe actually, I think, is the thing that worked. And he wanted this hanging chair in his room that his sister has. And we told him, you can have it, but you got to earn it. So he's been earning, by quarter here. So anyways, we jumped that shark.
Good for him. Well, look, sometimes it needs a little extra push. And to your point, like from now on, hopefully it's like that. He did it. He knows he can do it now, so he can do all the meets.
So anyways, it was unilateral, but quite successful. So DOTY award goes to Chris Dirksen for an absurd bribe that got him across the line.
Good job.
Yeah. Whatever it takes.
Hashtag
Amen.
proud dad.
Indeed.
All right, Phil, what you got for us? What's a proud moment over there?
So similar with a sports moment, but
these are on brand. Go on.
Yeah, exactly. It's it lands. A lot of what you described me as, it lands. But no, this is actually, I think, one of the first or second, maybe the second season of Ace playing baseball. And, to that point, he was 5, almost 6 years old. And, we've been playing in the yard a lot. I go to all the practices. I'm involved with the teams. And so he and I, we'd spend a lot of time playing sports together, playing baseball. And he gets up to bat, and one of his, and he gets this, he hits the ball really well, drives the ball up the middle into the outfield, and he's going. And I've got this on video. I was on the outside of the right by the home plate, and I'm videoing this on the third base side. And he's running. He starts around in first, and I see that the ball keeps going. The outfielder misses it. He's go around in second, and then I start yelling, like, go, Ace, go. I yell to his buddy who's ahead of him, Gavin, run. Ace starts round in third, and he's halfway through to home plate, and he starts looking at me, and I'm outside the fence, and he's looking, Dad, I did it. And he hit his first home run. And it was just the sweetest moment, because I was so proud of him for doing it. but it was just so special to me that even in that moment, he was like, "Dad, I did it." It was really, really cool. So I have that video and I watch it all the time, but that was a really, really special. That was
Not Ian and I tearing up over
I
here.
know, a
at
little teary moment.
Oh
I
my
love a
God.
good sports story too. It just gets you every time. But
It was tremendous. It just gives me, all of those feels. It was just really, it was special.
Yeah, I love that. For him to look to you immediately, just the
Yeah.
sweetest. Nothing
Yeah,
better.
cool.
I also love the videos. I have a couple of these too, but they're my go-tos. But it's like they've just annoyed the shit out of me. Bedtime was horrific. I put them down, but then I go watch cute videos of them.
Oh yeah.
Totally. It's what brings you back. It's like, I don't know what it is that makes you forget about the bad part of parenting, It's like,
it's quick though. It's like
Yeah.
I just basically was so rude to their face. Like, that's it. And then, home run.
Well, that's a good pivot into, why don't you tell us the hardest part of parenting our fatherhood? What's what's something that you find to be somewhat difficult and didn't expect it?
In 15 minutes or less, Chris.
Well, the one thing that I think is the most recent, most recently on my mind is I just never thought that kids would just lose everything. Like they can't keep
Even
track.
with Kate as their mom?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
There were signs.
Yeah, I should have known. I think most kids are like this, but they're just so absent-minded. And I guess the good part about that is they're not worried about the little things either, right? They're I can't stand it. Like when I have to start searching for something or have no idea. My baseline is I have no idea where this is. I come home. When I come home, I put my keys, my wallet in the same place every day. And it's just, it drives me nuts. And I'm hoping they grow out of this. That's kind of a topical thing, but I think the planning and logistics of just having a good weekend. If you don't have a framework of a plan for, let's just say, a couple of days, and you're just kind of freewheeling it can go off the rails so quickly. And
Totally.
all of a sudden they're just on their iPad for way too long, and then they don't want to go do anything. So just that effort of having that basic plan in place. It's just it's one more thing. It's not a bad thing. I think it's just kind of a lesson learned. I recall it was not too long ago, just a beautiful day outside. We had a Saturday. Kate wasn't around. She was traveling for something. And I just thought the world is our oyster, right? We can do whatever we want. It's a perfect day. So I come downstairs, the kids are already up, and I'm like, all right, breakfast, nailed it. All right, so what are we doing? We're gonna go hit some baseballs. We're gonna go throw the football, go for a swim. They're just shutting me down. No. I don't want to do that. The one thing they want to do is go to the stupid jump house, the Sky Zone place, which is off the table for me. I can't handle that.
Yeah. It's a lot of stimulation in one place. That's a lot. Yeah.
And it's indoors, and it's like, this is a beautiful day. So I threw out a dozen different things. I said we could go golfing. Let's go swim. And I was pushing it so hard, and they just wanted to bury their face in their iPad, and they were getting really cranky because we had been inside for so long, but they didn't want to go do anything. So anyway, that's something that I've learned. I've got to, if I want to do something or get them out of the house, I kind of got to plant the seed maybe a day before. So they kind of have an expectation for the day.
Did you turn it around?
That day, I don't think I did.
I love it.
You know what? It's real talk here on Sage Sisters podcast. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah. But I think the other thing that's like a little more important is that, not totally related to that, but one of the things I never expected is just like kind of the range of emotions that you can experience as a parent. And it gets a little different when they're older, and the problems are way more interpersonal and emotional. I I just never thought I could experience so much joy and so much, on the other end of that spectrum, just absolute frustration. And that's really kind of opened up my world a little bit. It's a very, very cool part about, being a dad. It's just experiencing those swings.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Rolling with the punches, as they say.
All the feels.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Makes you more dynamic person. We also like to say that. Sounds.
Sure hope so.
Yeah. Things you say as a parent.
That's coping talk right there.
Yeah. All right. What do you got, Phil?
Kind of like, well, as Chris saying with the just the range of emotions, I didn't realize just how different it would be raising daughters versus having a boy.
Mm-hmm.
Ace and my relationship is really, really different than my relationship with Lola. And I'm, still very much, there's so many times where I'm like, well, shit, man, you botched that one, where I just, when she's having a moment, she needs something different from me. I wasn't really seeing that. And I'm used to approaching it a certain way with Ace. And, I need to soften my approach, my push, with her. And,
Mm-hmm.
and that's been, so I've had to learn that more recently, just because she's becoming more and more
Frustrating.
That's a good word for it. But yeah, I think that's been one that I'm still very much working to figure out, is the different approach of wanting to be softer with her, but also not wanting to let her just walk all over people, right?
Right.
And that's kind of this, again, that's where the challenge of this is coming in. It's not just, I can, just love on her, and I do that all the time. But again, it's how do I get her to, we kind of say, like, harness this power for good.
Mm-hmm.
She's a very strong-willed girl. She's, she's very brave, very confident, but we've got to, kind of rein that in at times. So yeah, I'm
lead with
trying to figure
kindness.
that out.
That's been
Lead
our
with
latest
kindness.
one.
I mean, that's we say it 100 times a day.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one. And then I think the second is kind of, again, maybe on the, not quite on the emotional side, but I know you guys have talked quite a bit about sports, and for me, it's when to push or how much to push them, right? And how to keep them going, right? This morning is a really good example of it. Lola was tired this morning, wasn't feeling great, or she said she wasn't feeling good. But again, this is kind of a way that she's like, doesn't want to do something. Oh, my belly hurts. So we sat her down. I gave her the big pep talk. I was like, look, we're going to put forth effort. We're going to do this. We're going to go to practice. We're going to continue. We're going to show up. I don't care if you're first. I don't care if you're last. But we got to try effort. We have to try. So she went. She did great. But then an hour after
practice. Was this swim or what was it?
Swim. I'm sorry. Yes, swim.
Okay.
So she had swim practice, and tomorrow's her first meet. So I was really wanted her to go, and I just thought that she just didn't want to do it. And now she's actually, as we're doing this, she's asleep on the couch because she's not feeling good. So I feel
sick as a dog.
I feel like a real dick. So again, but I'm trying to not give and this isn't just all about Lola. It's the same thing with Ace, like keeping him, pushing him to continue to do sports, right? Well, let's go play hoops together. Let's go practice. Let's go throw the football, right? Whatever he wants to do, but just keeping them constantly going.
Yeah.
When I find it's so dang tricky to calibrate, and it is by kid, but I think of that too. It's like, how much do I push versus how much do I just chill out? It's like the impossible parenting question.
I also just appreciate, though, the way you look at it, which is thinking internally, could I do something different? Because I think a lot of times we just try to do the same thing over and over again, and it's hard to kind of, take a look at yourself and say, maybe I'm approaching it the wrong way. So we had a difficult time. I've said this in podcast past, when Ace was like 3, 4. And we were just approaching him the wrong way. And it was your idea to kind of approach him differently. And it changed everything for us. So I think it was a little bit of time, a little bit of maturity on his side, but also a different approach. So I just appreciated having a partner at that time to be able to talk through, but also was very open to switching the approach, and it worked. So
you guys are both very open-minded.
Yeah. I think he rubs off on me. I don't think I'm as open-minded as I
the yin and the yang, baby. Okay. Maybe
close it out over here. Well, yeah, I was just going to say, to close it out, say something quick about what's your favorite thing to do with your kids. Like something that you do with them. Phil, you want to go first on this one?
Yeah, for sure. So one of my favorite things to do with the kids is I really enjoy a weekend with nothing, where we can just maybe, we can go get a coffee and a muffin, go to the pool. I just think that those days to me are one of my favorite things. When there's no agenda, to me, I can be more engaged. I can just be free with them, right? We can just, hey, what do you guys want to do? Oh, let's go. You want to go to the golf? Let's go hit some golf balls, go to the range. Let's go do it. To me, that's one of my favorite things. It's just when there's no agenda, when we can just be a little bit more kind of spontaneous, and the kids, I think, enjoy that as well. But yeah, that's really one of my favorite things. It's just unencumbered, fun. Let's just go hang out. I
like that.
And it sounds so simple, but I think there's so much. There's not a lot of that time, so I really, it's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, the Dirksons are rubbing off as Kate's, do less year. This is her year of do less. So it's like, it is true. It's like sometimes you accidentally overbook yourself with like the stuff we have going on, plus multiple kids, and it doesn't seem like too much when you're signing up, and then you're in it and you're like, we overdid it. So I agree. Those are
that's a part of it too, is why I enjoy those, is because we're doing multiple sports every season. We've got, obviously work and Girl Scouts and swim teams and, all the other stuff that everyone's got going on. But those moments are they're so fun.
Totally. All right. What about you, Chris? What's your favorite thing to do with your kids?
I think most recently it's playing in the pool with them. We had a free night on Friday, last Friday, and we just had a pool night, and it was hot out, and it's just a lot of goofing around, and they want to be thrown across the pool. They want to play Marco Polo, and they're getting good at Marco Polo too. It's pretty good.
Turning point.
I'm still the king, but
Avi.
You just got a long reach. You can dive one way or the other. And
he can hit both sides of the pool. Just one.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfair.
Stingray.
Just sweep the pool. Yeah. Well, it's just like we do so much goofy stuff, and I think those days are limited. They're gonna go away real fast, and
it's funny how physical though they play with you. Like, I could be in the pool with them. We could play Marco Polo, but like the way human jungle gym, they are all over you. Throw me. Let me stand on your shoulders. It's like, I think it's so special that they have that. And like even Calvin, I honestly think he would say, I love wrestling with you. Like he loves like physically wrestling you.
Totally.
And it totally melts my heart.
That's cute.
I don't know. I still might be wrestling Calvin into his adulthood, but
he's going to be tall too. Pretty soon he's going to be maybe eye level with you. That'll be interesting.
That's going to be scary.
Not many people are eye level.
That's right.
That's awesome. Well, we so appreciate you guys coming on. We will definitely have you guys back. We'll give it a few episodes to talk trash on you again, and then we'll bring you back for another rebuttal. But in all honesty, Father's Day is coming up. We're so appreciative that you guys are in our lives and are so involved with the kids, and I feel very lucky. So
Happy
Father's
Father's
Day,
Day.
Thank
guys.
you. It's been great being on the pod, and we are also lucky on the father's side of the table. We got a good thing going.
Indeed, we do.
Next time we have Chris on, though, we'll have to allot 3.5 hours. This is going to turn into like the Rogan all day pod. It'll have a different flavor, but
yeah, I like it.
You guys are the best. We love you.
All right. Love you, girls.
Love you guys.
Bye.
I loved that interview with our husbands. It was so fun.
Oh my goodness. How lucky are we?
We're so lucky. I was just going to say, like, as much as we joke with them and we roast them, I feel so lucky to have Phil in my life because he's such a good support system for me and for the kids. Like, he is the dad that's coaching. He is the dad that's always taking the kids outside to do stuff with them and not just like send them outside. Like, he's
Are you getting a little teary-eyed right now?
Am I? Yeah, I know. It's like, I just like love, I love him. And, you know, parenting is not always easy. So to have a partner that you just truly feel so blessed to have is just like such a big win. So anyways.
I agree. Chris has something funny though. Sometimes he goes, "Who's got it better than us?" And then he always under his breath goes, "Just a few people, not too many."
I love that. That's kind of like our, you know, I don't want to be doing this, but there's no one else I'd rather do it with.
Yeah. I just like how he does it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're so lucky to have partners that are like in parenthood with us, all caps. And I don't know, I still sometimes am amazed that maybe because of our Catholic upbringing, for years, it felt like so taboo to date and talk about boys and all this stuff. And now I get to live with him and I get to sleep in the same bed and we get to like do life together. Sometimes it still explodes my brain.
That actually is kind of funny. I was thinking about this because we talked about this, like our kids having crushes on kids or talking about it. Like, yeah, growing up, it was like we couldn't even talk about that, or like it just wasn't a topic that like was a big thing. And like,
yeah,
there was a little bit of shame with like, you know, sexual things growing up or like liking boys or having boyfriends, even in high school. It's like, oh my gosh, like that is kind of a funny thought that you have that too.
I just like look at him sometimes. I'm like, I can't believe we get to do this. Like this just feels like forbidden fruit.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it. Well, you know what also I love is as sisters, Sarah, you and me are so close.
Yeah.
And I feel so lucky that we each married somebody that I love for each of you.
Oh
and they genuinely like each other. Like they text each other more than we text each other. Like, isn't that funny? They have text.
I mean, not more than you and me text each other, but
I guess not. But like, yeah, like
that would be unhinged.
No one texts. No one texts people more than you and I text people. No. I was trying to find something I sent you 2 days ago. I couldn't find it. It was so far back.
But like, they text a lot. They actually are friends.
They're genuinely friends. And that is like, you hear stories of people who are like,
all the time I hear, oh, it's like been a little bit of an issue because so-and-so's tough. And like, boy, do I know that from, you know, friend relationships where they marry someone and it's like, it's like, you know, a little bit distancing. But I feel like each of us truly found our person that it makes sense. Like when you get to know the person, like 100%. In all the funny ways.
Yeah.
You married our dad.
I know. He couldn't be more positive Peter. I was going to say Polly, but positive Peter with everything. Like, this is the best. This is
and also just the sales, the yard work. Like all of his things are just so Tom coded.
And you married your opposite in a great way. Like you needed somebody to mellow you out, go a little slower. Like handle your like, I was going to say neurotic. That was going to be too mean, I think. But like, you know, your like intensity around things, he mellows you out.
100%. I love when I like plan a trip and he goes, we're doing a third of this. You pick which third, because I'm chill about it, but this is way too packed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel grateful. And I have learned to do life differently since he's been in my life. We get to the airport super early. Do I love that? No. But in some ways it's nice.
Yeah.
I have time for a snack and a moment.
You're not rushing.
Not rushing. He refuses to rush through life, and that's been so healthy for me. Because left to my own devices, it would. If I had married myself, it would have been not.
Yeah,
good.
it wouldn't have worked. No,
it wouldn't have worked.
No,
it wouldn't have worked.
Definitely not. And
so, anyways,
yeah, I think that somebody who can put up with me is nice too.
Oh, I thought you were going to say me. I was like, hey.
No. I'm going back to myself. But like, you like, I think we joke, like, know thyself, right? We know our weaknesses. And it's like, I can be annoying. I won't go into the details, but like to live with me and put up with me and then still love me. Thank you.
I'm going to crack my knuckles. One thing I will like roast our mom on a little bit. When I called her to tell her that Chris proposed.
Oh, yeah.
The very first words out of her mouth was, does he really know you? I go, excuse me? And by the way, I love our mom so deeply. She loves me. She loves me too much. Our biggest issue is she worries about me too much.
No, that's the thing is she's worrying about future state, like making sure you're making the right choice.
Right.
Like,
her immediate thing was like, have you been your real self with him? But it came off a little like your real self is tough and maybe you've been sugarcoating it. I was like, I believe he does know the real me and he likes it. Believe it or not.
Tough but fair.
Tough but fair. Tough but fair.
Love you, Cindy. We'll get a phone call about this one for sure.
Totally.
You know I didn't mean it. I love you so much.
I know. Yeah. I know. All right, cool. Let's move into obsessions. Do you got one for us today?
I do. And I'm really excited about this one. So I brought little props. I got there's a scarf set that's being sold at Anthropology. Sounds losery.
I got so much feedback though about the crinkle outfit. Like so many people sent me like Grace from Grace and Frankie, the show.
By the way, I love that show. I don't know what that says about me either, but like, yes, you're totally too, Frankie.
But carry on about your scarves.
Well, they're super in right now. I'll have you know. All of the things going off are how to wear a scarf trendy, but they're so cute. It's a set of 2, and I love a 2-for-1 price. They came together. The price was like $38, I think, for 2. I love a BOGO. It came with a cute little ticket on how to wear it in your hair, how to wear it on your purse.
Okay. Now, how are you wearing it? Because that was definitely my next question.
So I kind of like to wear it as a belt. So I have cute little shorts, like white shorts.
How skinny are you right now? You can get a scarf all around.
Nah. I mean, there's a certain way you have to tie it in order to do it. You can do it too. I had to read my little card to figure out how to tie it as a belt. There's also 2, so you could tie them together and make it around.
I was going to say, if this is a normal size scarf, I can't. The math ain't mathin'.
No, it does work a certain way. I'll show you how to do it, and then you just roll it. But I'm liking it on my waist a little bit, and I also like it on my bag.
Gosh, this is just so 90s.
I know,
or is it early
back.
2000s? This is like this is like from our childhood.
I know. And I'm also into, I kind of like put it in my hair and braid it in for like a back braid. It kind of sounds stupid, but like I think it looks really cute and I'm just like into it because I'm playing around with it.
Okay. I can't decide if this is like you go into your closet, you think you're pulling a Carrie Bradshaw and you come out and it's flat.
I have told you about mistakes I've made, so I'm not going to say that in a year from now I'm not going to be like, remember when?
I think a braided in thing could work for you, not me. What about around the neck? Is that not? I like around a purse.
Around a purse is really where I'm wearing it a lot, I will say. So I'm just exploring in my hair. There is a cute way to wear it in a bun that I've been loving too. It's just hard to describe. The braid for me works because I don't know. I agree. It's like for some reason with the low braid in my hair, it doesn't look that bad. You kind of blends in. Maybe it's the
braid,
color.
I can imagine it.
Yeah. And on the bag is the easiest. But I'm just like having fun playing around with it. And it feels like a summer vibe. And they were 2 for 1.
And I'm not sure I can do a neck scarf.
No, I'm not into the neck scarf. Not once on this little card does it say neck scarf. I think that's where we're going wrong. It's like I'm not trying to hide my neck wrinkles. I'm just trying to like wear the scarf in a different way.
But remember one of my influencers from Instagram who does like all the secondhand clothes, like Krista, I forget her last name right now. She's been wearing neck scarves. But again, certain people are so hot they can wear anything and be like,
Totally.
this looks cute.
Right.
And then a normal person puts it on and you go, get the hell out of here. You're just hot. And I lost my calibration there.
Well, that's how
I
I
think
feel.
she's just so hot that it's like works for her.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if I tried a neck scarf, it would not work.
That is how I feel about people wearing it like a skirt. Like they're wearing it on their skirt. Like they're wearing a short skirt and then they're putting it around like a not just
layer?
a belt, but like a layer. That ain't for me. I tried it and I was like, I look ridiculous. Like that
I also,
is not working.
is this part of your childhood? There was a Goosebumps book where a woman wore a green scarf.
Was it Goosebumps or was it one of those like sit around
Maybe it
the
was-
fire camp stories?
Yeah, maybe it wasn't.
Yeah.
Anyways, she takes the scarf off and her head
Yes.
falls off.
Yes. I totally remember that.
I can't look at someone wearing a scarf. I couldn't wear a scarf without completely just being like, oh, her head's about to fall off.
Well, and to me, again, you're right. If you're hot enough, you can pull it off. And it's probably, if you're trendy enough, you can pull it off too, right? But I think that a scarf around the neck makes me think you're hiding wrinkled neck. Like you're like looking young, you got a lot of Botox, but your neck is showing your true age. Like that's what I think.
I also we do not have the bone structure to pull off a neck scarf. It's like our head would just go away.
Yeah, I like turn into the scarf. You can't see my chin. It's hidden.
That's not ours.
It's not what I'm
That's not
talking
for
about.
us.
And you know what? Like this, it's just a cute color. I'm really,
I'm into that. Like, I feel like poppy is like really everywhere right now.
Yeah, I'm super into it. And I like Anthropologie too. Again, not all their stuff looks good on me. I have to really pick and choose what items look good on me, but they have cute stuff.
I also like Anthro Home. There was
Oh my gosh, me too. Obsessed.
There's some good stuff there.
Yeah. Okay. What's your obsession?
I need to go into my hair lady. If you remember, she was too expensive. I couldn't afford it.
You told me it was like close to $600. That's insanity.
No, I know. So I looked around my friend group for someone who had good highlights on brunette hair. So it's almost like a walnut beige kind of thing.
Yeah.
Found a woman whose hair I liked, and I was like, who does your hair? So I've been, kind of like trying to figure it out. And I called this woman. So I'm going on Tuesday. I'm very excited. Hopefully it's good. It feels nervous to like try a new hair lady.
Did you check price already?
I asked her and I asked my friend, and it seemed way more reasonable.
Okay.
But I'll find out. And I asked the woman, and she said, it depends how much hair you have. And I was
like, well, it's thinning, so it should be cheap.
Yeah, totally. There's 5 pieces of it. So we'll see. I'm a little nervous about it, but I have grace. So I needed something to kind of get me through this gap. And I am obsessed with, it's called Hair Wow.
Okay.
Powder.
Okay.
It comes almost like an
I've never heard of it. I've heard of
eye makeup
okay.
case. So it looks like eyeshadow sort of. And even the brush is like a thicker,
okay.
You got 2 sides, like a little side and a big side.
Yeah.
But this stuff covers up gray and stays in. I've actually used makeup on my hair, but I feel like it doesn't stay as well.
Yeah.
This stuff is legit. And if you go on Amazon, the reviews are like amazing. It's like, I don't think I'm the only one doing it, but like if you are needing a holdover until your next hairdo, Hair Wow.
Okay. I'll look it up and I will get it because I love a good like carryover. We talk about the gray hairs all the time because it's just where we are in life.
Totally.
Love it.
This is a real hack, life hack.
All right.
Okay, let's wrap it up. Good DOTY episode. Dad of the year. All right.
Happy Father's Day to everyone.
Yes. Happy Father's Day. All the things. Let's see here. Starting with Sage Parents. Follow us on Instagram. Share the guidebook. It's free at sageparents.org. New Instagram follow, Sage Sisters Podcast. So please follow us along. We have embarrassingly few followers since we just started that a week ago.
Yeah.
So help us look legit. That would be great. Also continue to share the pod itself. 5 stars. Reviews help us get discovered. Share it with your group thread. we're growing Steady Eddie, which is wonderful. So somebody's doing it. So thank you if you have shared it. So that's awesome. And then get on the wait list, sagehavenforkids.com. Get on the wait list for the Safer Messaging app, which will be rolling out this summer. So
yeah, countdown has begun. So
I know I'm feeling that pressure, baby. Let's go. But all right, good chat, Ann.
All right, Lilas.
Lilas.